Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. D. Eric Body Beats. It's a vibe.
There's just no way you're going to be able to accomplish, in my opinion, great things without other people.
Yeah.
So even like with Tom, let's say he got all this shit together, without people coming in here to use it, it wouldn't mean anything.
There you go.
It's like you need, in order to do almost anything.
Absolutely. That's why I love that hey, shout out to my brand. My brand out there.
Hey, pretty.
No, but shout out to, like, it really taught me, like, honestly, just studying people as my like, just making people my expertise culturally and biologically and all that shit. It just really helped me to understand, like, we are a communal species. Like, we're not even alone. We don't thrive when we're alone. And that goes for every single part of our, every aspect of our lives. So when you're conducting business, you need a person like Tom. And that, for people like us, when we were first starting out, like, the transition of understanding that you have to do something versus somebody else can do it, trust me, that's huge. But when you realize that from an animalistic perspective, that we can't do shit without other people,
it's even deeper.
It's deep. Right? It's deep. Like, you can't do anything without anybody. I can't have a sip of water without somebody making this cup.
Right.
It's definitely water in there, guys.
Yeah, it's definitely all no other beverages.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean?
Delicious
Like,
water.
The hat you make and everything. Like, we can't do anything without anybody creating something. Or, well, we can, but it's just easier if we allow other people to help us.
Now, so here's what I'll say. What I've learned about that. So, you know, I didn't go to school for editing. I didn't go to school for production. I didn't go to school for any of this shit that I've dived into. So I just did the whole YouTube university or pay for a course here and there. And then when I did everything. And then I almost trusted my own vision more than someone else. Like, I'd be like, I don't know if you trust my vision. So then when I got someone else involved, there is a transition you're gonna have to make to let it go and then trust that this. And so maybe you gotta do your vetting up front. Make sure that this is a person knows. Maybe that's why. Hopefully they got a portfolio or something. You see what they're doing. But you're gonna have to. And sometimes you got to coach them.
Yeah.
And that's what we're learning too a lot is, especially if you're going through Fiverr to get shit and it's overseas, you're gonna have to coach some of that.
Find your people. I think that's what it is.
And then you got to literally let it go and then trust that person. I'm telling you, we said this before. I'll say it again because it's important. The reason why this podcast to me now is much better than it was is because there's someone who understands this game. Right. And then, like he said before, podcasting wasn't necessarily his thing, but he understood based on the shit he already had that I can make this work.
An add-on.
Right. Like with the lighting and all this, and I'm sure there's different things that he knows about lighting clearly to make it pop more and all that kind of thing, that we didn't know.
Right.
And I don't think there's anything wrong. We had to learn. You transition, you transform. That's the whole brand's about. But there's just some things that I just would not have known because how much? Would you say you've mastered the art of production?
Ooh. Video.
You put 10,000 hours in?
Nah. I mean,
definitely put fucking.
Nah, I don't know.
No?
I don't know how I would even I mean, I guess when you think of 5 years, or I don't know how long that would even be, but there's.
Hey, Tom, can you do me a favor and could you Google how many years is 10,000 hours?
How many years is 10? Is that a year?
It's got to be. Yeah.
I don't know how much 10,000 hours.
But so I mean, you have to be learning every day, 24 hours just learning.
That is a year, a little over a year if you were to do it completely full time. So to really stretch it out over
if you did it full time,
hours,
like every day, all day, 24 hours?
10,000 hours equals 1.14 years.
So 1 year.
According to Bing, which we
honestly
can't trust.
So,
I don't know how Bing got open.
You know,
I tried to use Google, but it's fucking.
It makes sense to put 10. So that's why I say a lot of times it's 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, and then if you want to really get, 30, 40 and shit like that.
I'll tell you this much. I know more about it than y'all bitches, okay?
Oh,
that's all, more than a lot of other people, and that's all that really matters. I think there's always stuff to learn. I'm not going to tap my horn on that.
Hey, so do you keep learning?
Of course.
Because I know you don't like motherfuckers trying to teach you shit.
How is that?
That's not, no, okay.
I'm about to say, why you put that on his
I gotta talk my shit. I gotta talk my shit.
No. Honestly, I guess because it did just get brought up. YouTube University. I learned how to do this shit. One, from doing. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's a good moral for this whole story here. That watch all these other people talk about do this shit. Just get out there and actually do it, and learn the learn from the mistakes. Do the achievements on your own. You'll feel better about things. Yes, it helps to have some guided direction, but motherfuckers, they did it one way, you will inevitably do it a different way.
You will.
And so like you don't even learn so much from these people.
D. Eric Body